Boom. Great show. What should we call it?
Woohoo.
Oh, that's a question I answer. Hold on.
Could be. Could be taken
Android.
on holiday.
The recycling of things. Or Google dumps Chrome OS for Android. I don't get that one. Dumps is in quotes.
Chrome Droid.
I don't know. I'm missing that one too.
Triforce of Google.
I like ASL hashtag Tor blocked.
Chromenstein.
The Triforce of Google.
Hey, what if they made the Chrome OS the actual hypervisor?
Whoa, wait. Android phone Chrome. Android phone Chrome. Sorry, this is a Reese's thing.
Oh.
It makes no sense, but I like it.
Chrome OS isn't going away. It'll be right here.
Oh. Why was ET never a spokesperson for one of those like 1010 call ATT things in the 90s?
Call ETT.
Why?
Because
He could have been selling so many collect call things.
Didn't it?
Man, I keep getting an error when I try to check out.
Oh, is it the PayPal thing is down again?
Yeah.
It was down for like hours last night. It was so frustrating.
Boo.
I could check out in a different way. It's not a problem.
La 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 la.
I'm hoping I get the special misprint one with the blue eyes, just so I have.
It's already fixed. No, it's already fixed.
Ah.
And it's already fixed on the store too. If you go look.
Oh really? Wow, you're fast.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
I mean, if you're Len Peralta.
It's like, I've mounted my SFTP directly to my Mac.
Hey, Len, what do you draw in?
Photoshop.
Oh, wait, you're on a Mac though, right?
I am.
Have you looked at the Surface? I just got to play with it. Patrick Norton had it on Tech Thing.
No,
The Surface
I've read a
Pro
lot
4
about it,
or
though.
the Surface book?
The Pro 4. I think they both have the same pen, though. What I was getting at is the pen's got 1024 level of volume, I want to say, or velocity, or whatever it's called.
I've been looking for a good portable drawing setup, and like my iPad and their stylus just never did it for me. And I didn't, you know what I mean? I wish that Adobe would make a portable version of Photoshop already for tablets.
Oh, tell me about it. I wish Creative Cloud would just come to Linux.
Yeah, I don't even use that. I'm still 2 behind.
You're not on CS6, are you?
I am, actually.
Who's got the Echo right now? Just out of curiosity.
It's probably me, Roger.
Actually, on that note about Len being a couple versions behind on Photoshop, Tom, I wanted to mention to you how envious I am of you. I know you're a big Ubuntu fan, and I'm stuck on Lenovo Ubuntu 14.04 because my carrier Lenovo hasn't pushed 15.10 to my desktop yet. It's so frustrating.
Oh, dude, yeah, no, I've got one of those reference model laptops that always give me the update first.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe I
got it straight from Mark Shuttleworth, actually.
Yeah. Well, like I was thinking maybe I buy a new Sony or look at what HP has because they seem to push the updates faster. But
HP pushes the updates faster, but then they put their HP Ubuntu Wiz thing over it, so you got to deal with that.
You can install a new window manager, but you just can't get rid of the NASCAR apps.
Right, I know. Well, I just hide them in a folder on my desktop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just make sure you don't ever open those because everything just goes to crap after that.
Yeah, I know. It's a pain.
Yeah. Man,
By the way, if you go to tested.com right now, there's a little video up which you can actually watch me create and narrate a Geek Week card. Will Smith's Geek Week card. It was
sweet.
Oh, nice.
So they put it up there on the on Tested. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'll watch this here.
How are those guys doing with Mythbusters getting canceled?
I think they're going to be good.
That doesn't affect them.
No, I think they're gonna. I think Adam is gonna put a lot of time toward.
Okay. So it might actually be better for them.
I think so. Will's leaving though, so I I don't really know. I don't really know what's going on. Oh yeah, Will is going. He's starting his own VR company.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it doesn't have a name yet, but he announced the beginning of September.
Good for him.
That's why the live show we gave the card to him then because that was going to be his last real thing to do with Tested. But yeah, couple months.
Plus, then you can make the Will Smith update card, traded card. Make tons of money doing that.
It's cool. It's cool. Yeah, I want to see what he does. I mean, it's so vague right now, but he is leaving to start a VR company. Crazy.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
He's a nice guy.
I like Will.
He let me try his Google Glass one time. That's how long ago that was. But what's the genre of our? Is this podcast? Is that what we call it? I'm having to put all the ID3 tags back in.
Technology and news. I thought we did.
No, that's on the ID3 tags. The genre is for music, so I just put podcast usually. Just making sure we're still a podcast. Are we still a podcast?
I think podcast's still a thing.
Are podcasts a thing? Have they died yet?
I don't know. I hear to podcast. That's that thing where you get YouTube Red and you can download your shows, right? That's a podcast, right?
Yes.
Yes.
But you have to submit it to the Google Music Store.
Right. Then it's not a podcast.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's not a podcast. Because podcast is a Google term.
Right. I try to subscribe to my podcast, but the problem is on the YouTube, it only shows me what it wants to show me in my feed. It doesn't show me what it's subscribed to. So what's the point of subscribing anyway?
Oh, my gosh. I was having a conversation with an unnamed person about the fact that YouTube doesn't let you actually password protect videos. So
like Vimeo did in 2007?
There's really no way to put like a screener up if you make something and you want to put it on YouTube for people to look, but only certain people have access. Your only choice is a private link, but if that link gets out, anybody can use it.
No, that's unlisted. Unlisted is what you're talking about. Private is where you actually add people based on.
I'm sorry, I'm talking
Google
about
ID.
unlisted.
Yeah,
private doesn't work. You can't just like email someone a link and a password.
No,
private means you have to actually know their Google ID and add them to your account.
Okay, so private is like sharing a Google Doc with just me and not making it public. The only problem with that is you're going to send it to my Darren@Hack5 and not my @Gmail address, and then I'm going to have to send you a request. And it's just broken.
Yeah, exactly. So I was complaining about that.
Complaining about YouTube. Man,
I was complaining about it to someone who can't do anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
But that didn't stop me because I was making spaghetti for that person, and if they wanted some, they had to listen to me.
Wait. Sorry. Len, you're making spaghetti, right?
Len?
Len?
I can't hear Len.
Oh, sorry, I was on hold. I don't know what we're doing. I don't think Nora's working tonight, so we might try to do something fun with food. I don't know.
Spaghetti makes a good horror film thing.
It does. Cavs are on tonight.
Wait, Darren, were you saying podcasts or podcats?
Oh no! Oh, that's why I get so confused because podcasts is an Apple thing.
Right.
Podcats is a YouTube thing.
Right. Okay, now I got you.
Okay.
It makes more sense now.
So confusing.
Yeah.
My podcatster is sleeping on it, literally sleeping on Cat5 cable. You know what?
You got to take a picture of that. Yeah. That's an Instagrammable moment.
By the way, the only useful feature about the Note 5 is the double-click the home button to instantly open the camera.
Nice.
With like a half second or less delay. It's great.
How can I watch The Leftovers? I'm sorry, I can't help you with that.
I'm sorry, Tom. You can't watch The Leftovers.
Show me the latest episode of Haven. Here is Safe Haven. You can rent it for $3.99.
Shut up, Siri.
Are you asking about Corvette Summer?
I was actually really excited. I was like, this is going to be great.
What I love is the whole concept, like, 5 years ago, the idea of like talking to your phone, computer, device, whatever, was like stupid. Like, why would I ever want to do that? And now it's just like, oh, look how terrible this is at finding results. Like, it went from, like, why would I do that to it's so bad at understanding me.
Yeah,
Siri
yeah,
doesn't get
it's
me.
it's so true. I probably wouldn't. I still don't talk to my phone much because I don't want to be saying what I want to my phone in front of everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I speak really, really low. Like,
Yeah,
can
I'm waiting for that technology to be implemented because it exists where it can just like
you please
detect what you're saying as you mouth it without you actually speaking it out loud.
I think
So I wouldn't have to go
I think I have to
lo-fi. No, early bird. Damn it. Why is it always X Pro 2? X Pro 2. You're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
There's something very embarrassing I need to ask you.
What does a rash on your back mean?
I'm asking for a friend.
Yeah, exactly. You're like sitting in the mall and you say that, and then I'm asking for a friend, okay?
Is it supposed to be that color, Siri?
Well, but the thing is, it's like such a very specific thing. It's not like Linux commands that you can like string together and pipe from one thing to another. I can't be like, okay, Google, WebMD, is it supposed to be that purple? And send link to George. No, not Jorg, George. Crap.
Is it about to
No,
fall off?
splotchy, splotchy.
It feels like it's going to fall off. It's burning.
Sending to Brenda. Why they don't actually interconnect? Maybe there's no logic to it.
Hey Siri, show me photos of diabetic feet.
And then put them in a zip file and then email them to.
Guys, I mentally went away for like 1 minute and it got so dark. What's going on?
I'm just imagining someone sitting in like the middle of a food court asking this.
Oh boy.
This looks a lot like an elephant here, doesn't it?
Suddenly you're for some reason you remind me of Gene from Bob's Burgers immediately. Send me diabetic feet.
Show me pictures of diabetic feet. Excelsior!
Excelsior.
Hi. All right, I think on that note.
On that note.
Oh my gosh.
All right, well, happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween, Len.
Oh, yes, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. All right, guys, take care.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Have a good one. Bye. Almost done. Just waiting for processing.
Processing.
Just waiting for pre-session.
See, this is where YouTube could really up their game by hiring that lady Echo. You know Echo from Skype? They should hire her to just be like, processing.
Echo from
Processing.
Alexa.
Reticulating splines.
From Amazon. She's an Amazon girl.
This is the Skype call testing service.
Yeah, that lady's somebody else. I have a question
I just like
for
the way
Darren.
she says configured.
Configured.
If you have configured your mic properly, you wouldn't be calling me.
Get your act together, please.
Oh,
I can't just be doing this for people all day. That's when I realized she was live. I always thought it was a recording.
oh man. Oh, you again. It's a USB port. You get it on the third try.
Oh, you can see my confusion on USB ports in video today on my YouTube unboxing of the Apple TV, where I show the USB-C thing, and then I pull out a cable. I didn't realize you had to charge the remote. I missed that somewhere. So I pull out a cable, and I'm like, huh, they gave you a USB-C to USB adapter. Well, that's interesting. That's kind of cool, although it's male on both ends, but all right. So I try plugging in. I'm like, oh, nope, that's a lightning adapter. What the hell's that for? I'm like,
know what?
oh, you have to charge your remote. Of course you do.
This is the beauty of USB and why if Radio Shack could have just like held on a few more months for USB-C to come around, we'd all be over there
they'd be making
shopping for
millions.
adapters. So I need a USB-C to LPT port. You have those, right?
I need a USB jack to USB-C, but I need it to be the USB modular end, not the USB box end.
So what you want is a female USB-C. We don't have that, but if we go female USB-C to Centronics and then take a Centronics cable to LPT, we've got an LPT back to USB-C adapter. Like,
I've got an old Intel camera though, and it's just got the boxy USB port. Oh, will it work for that?
Yeah, we've got an RS-232 that'll go to that. So if we get you an RS-232 and then a game port cable back to USB-C, we've got you covered. Like 3
Now,
cables.
can I
you're out the
splice
door.
my component VCR into this?
You're going to need an RF modulator for that, Tom. But we've got one that goes to HDMI and then an HDMI to USB-C adapter. So there you go.
The problem is this is a perfectly plausible conversation.
You know what's hilarious? I had written a cold open that said, oh God, what was it going to do? It was RF replay with RTL SDR and GQRX, and I realized I had just said a bunch of letters.
Yep. Oh, Radio Shack. The Radio Shacks are starting to put up their little Sprint signs around me. Like, ooh, we're going to be a Sprint store soon.
Mm.
So at least they're not going dead.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they'll still sell HDMI to RS-232 cables.
Can I get an Ethernet to mains adapter?
Well, you know what sucks is they're one of the few places you could get appliance fuses for, because, you know, depending on what kind of appliance you have.
Oh, they don't take the regular blade?
No, most of them take the little cylindrical.
Can't get that at the hardware store?
Not all of them. Not all of them carry the.
Oh.
Because depending on what you have, your
Just
ratings.
stick a quarter in it.
Do you have the internet?
You don't need it.
Well, so the thing with the internet is it tells me there's one store in San Francisco that would carry it, or I could order it online, or I did what I did 2 months ago when there was still Radio Shack. I bought out all the fuses I needed. Like, I stocked up on like 2 bags worth just in case. And it was, you know, it was super cheap. They're like $1 each. So
Just make sure you tape them to the back of the dryer.
I actually taped it inside the dryer wall.
Mm-hmm. I used to do that with my driver CDs on the inside of my computer case, and then the internet.
I used to keep those in a special pocket in my laptop bag.
Mm-hmm. You put them in a Ziploc bag, and then you tape the Ziploc bag as well as the Windows install disk to the bottom of your PC case.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you put it in the Ziploc bag because of those dust bunnies.
Plus I did an Ubuntu live boot CD once without that, and it just turned into flaked silver. It was useless.
What, for real?
Yeah, it just like whatever it was rubbing against in the laptop bag just like shaved everything off of it.
Also, props for having an Ubuntu CD.
Oh yeah, it was for diagnostics and shit.
Yeah, no, you. Oh, okay. I thought you meant you were like that guy that went to cdrom.com back in the day and like 700 megabytes.
Oh no, I just burned it. I took an ISO and burned it.
Yeah, well, that's what you get for using that cheap Maxwell crap. You know it was gonna flake.
Yeah, it was cheap. It probably was Maxell actually.
What's the oldest recorded CDR do you have?
Oh, CDR?
Like something you've burnt out.
It's probably one of Eileen's music CDs from 2002.
I have one from
I definitely have some of those.
1996 with a copy of Quake 2 on it, and it still works.
Ah, the best part of that is you can pop it in your CD player and listen to the tunes off it.
Was that the one that Trent Reznor did, or did he did the original?
No, that was Trent Reznor did the first Quake, but Quake 2 was a really cool band, and I can't remember their name now. Hang on. Oh, they're so cool.
Back when I was in charge of all the computers on screensavers, I still have it. I have the Case Logic. Remember in Case Logic, you would stick all your CDs inside.
Yep.
So I still have that, and I have like.
We have a bunch of those.
Sonic Mayhem.
Our CDs in them. Sonic Mayhem.
Yes.
And with that, I'm out of the post. Thanks everybody. Have a good Halloween, and we will see you on Monday. Bye.